going to talk about communication today, and I couldn't find anything that I really liked to do an activity, but then Bree guilted me in not having one, so we're going to do one. I figured some, which I want to do, because honestly I like doing the activities more than just standing up here and throwing word vomit at you and hoping you guys remember it. And hopefully they're also, no matter what you're doing, they might be activities that you can use with your team as a coach, or with your sales team or something like that. So because there's nothing up here on the screen, if there's anything I go over that you don't understand or you want to repeat it, just yell out and let me know, all right? And we can go over it. Otherwise, I'll just assume that you're fine with it or you're just ignoring it, and I'll continue on. Cool? All right. Communication is huge for me because I think it's one of the most critical things that we have to do as coaches or educators or co-workers, but it's also one of the things that we never really work on because we just assume that we all can communicate. And I heard something the other day of, what do you think a baby hears a language as at first? We don't hear it as English, we don't hear it as Spanish. So what do you hear it as? And at what point does that start to turn? And it's really about the process of how we continue to communicate. It's a skill like anything else. Sign language, verbal communication, it's all learned, and we all start somewhere. So changing how we communicate with our teams is also a learned process. But have any of you actually ever sat down and gone through a communication session? Other unless you're taking communications in college or maybe in high school you took a class, it's rare that a team sits down and says, this is how we're going to communicate. But yet that's usually when problems tend to happen the most. We assume things, we don't get the communication going well, and then everything's off the rail because we're not on the same page. So communication is a huge ingredient for the success of any team or program.